Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are live swatching Lyn B Designs Totally Nebular collection, and this collection will be dropping on April 14th, and you can save half off with the code Nebula. I'll have the details down below in the description box. And if you enjoy live swatches, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. And we're going to jump right in with the first polish. This is Cat's Paw. This one is described as an emerald green jelly base with pink to red to orange shifting shimmer. I fell hard for this one. Let me just say that up front. I have been really feeling greens recently, and then this one with all that perfect shimmer that gave it so much dimension and gave it like this total spring vibe. I was smitten immediately, and then I went ahead and just kept applying coats until I had my ideal opacity. It does build up, so I suggest 3 coats if you have longer nails or if you have a pretty noticeable visible nail line and you're trying to cover that up. Otherwise, 2 coats should be just fine for you, and I still think you would see all the beautiful shimmer in it. Next up is Karina, and this one is a deep teal base with green to blue to purple shifting shimmer and hollow flakes. Again, we've got another gorgeous base. I mean, I've said it before about Lyn B Designs. I started swatching a while ago, and I got knocked out with the sweater knits collection. And then from just then on, it has been hit after hit after hit, even in some of the collabs. So I was not even surprised how much I enjoyed this one. It is totally a perfect summer shimmer to wear, and I just really enjoyed the shifts in it. I felt that they were really intense and beautiful by the second coat, which is what I'm usually looking for. But again, I know that y'all have been watching my channel. Anyone who knows me knows that I will put a black undie under a polish to intensify it if I think it has the potential as well. So next up is Butterfly. This one is a pale blue base with intense pink to green shifting shimmer with hollow accents. So of course, immediately I'm like, pale blue, it has to be the perfect polish for spring manis because I like paler colors coming right out of winter, coming out of my grays, my dark blues, my vampies. I'm always looking forward to something lighter but still colorful, and I feel like the pale blue satisfies the lighter part, and then the intense shimmer satisfies the colorful part. Of course, the shimmer is going to really come to life in lower lighting, and I just did 2 coats and I was satisfied with the way it built up. Again, I do wear base coats under my polish. I suggest those to get the best type of application you can possibly get out of all of your polishes all the time. So that brings us to Lagoon. This one is a warm toned red with a blend of warm toned flakies and a load of hollow flakies. So I know that I don't have to say it, but I always lean in hard with the warm tone polishes. I feel like they look the best on me. And then this one was just so pretty. I don't know if it was the hollow flakes. I don't know if it was the flakies, but I just adored it. So it is a little shy in that first coat, but then again, you could really just use it as a topper over a cream that you like, but you just feel like it needs more, and it would appear perfectly. However, I wanted to wear it just by itself, so by that second coat I was pleased. However, I did 3 coats for my swatch photos and then tried to go with the lower lighting just because I really wanted to see what those flakies had to offer and how the hollow flakes would appear. So the brighter lighting is like a combination of artificial and a little bit of sunlight. So it was really bright, which now we have Helix, which is going to be a bright magenta base with purple to blue shifting shimmer and chunky hollow shimmer. So I know y'all could already see that hollow shimmer in the side view of the bottle. So let's get to the actual swatch. And again, I think magentas and fuchsias are really starting to catch my attention in a big way because it's like the color of the year. So I'm hoping to see a lot of them from our indie makers, even more so with their own added twist. So this one, Helix, has that purple to blue shifting shimmer, which gives it a great flash, and then the chunky hollow shimmer, which gives it the sparkle. So I feel like you got the best of all of the worlds that you could have possibly been looking for, and I was immediately impressed by that second coat. And I did, again, do 3 coats for my swatch photos just because under bright lighting, you tend to see a little more visible nail line than actually is there. And here we are with the side by side. So if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to leave me a like. Let me know how many of these polishes are catching your eye and which ones. And don't forget, they're $12 each or $108 for the whole collection. Again, you'll also have that half off coupon. I'll have all that down in the description box below for you. But again, I am very much pleased so far, and I can't wait to share the rest of this collection with you. I'm comparing Helix to Karina because I feel like the hollow flakies kind of made them look like they had a similar formula but in very different colors, and I enjoyed that. So next up is Veil. This one is a cerulean blue base with pink to orange to yellow to green shifting and chunky shimmer and added hollow shimmer. So you can already see the shifting shimmer right there at the bottom of the bottle, and cerulean blue is my favorite shade of blue. So I really got excited when I saw this one and I pulled it out. And then the fact that it was also very pigmented on that first coat, but I still went ahead and did 2 coats just to make sure that my visible nail line was not peeking through and so that I could get the maximum effect of the colors in the bottle, including the shimmers. So second coat is just gliding on. I feel like this is a great time to mention that Lyn B Designs has some beautiful formulas and they apply fabulously with their brush. I don't feel like we brag on makers enough for providing brushes that are very beginner friendly. Our next polish color is Orion, and it's a bronze-based multi-chrome with purple to red to orange to gold shifting shimmer and tons of hollow. So if you were not feeling the super summery, bright, springy colors, I feel like Orion will be that go-to. It almost looks like an army green in some angles, so I was liking that, but I always love bronze colors. I always love metallics that have something a little bit extra. And the fact that it's a multi-chrome, I mean, I don't feel like anybody at this point thinks it's a secret that I love multi-chromes, but I rarely wear the ones that have hollow in them. So I was really surprised at how the hollow played in this formula and how it still was brought out very beautifully. I will post the rest of my pictures on Instagram so that everyone can see them in time for the buy, and I'll try to get them all up before the coupon expires because trust me, even if you don't want to wear this one for the summer, I feel like fall and winter are going to come back around, and this is a beautiful polish to have in your collection for it. So that brings us to Tarantula. It's a bright blurple base with blue to green shifting shimmer and hollow sparkle. Again, we've got some hollow sparkle, which I'm never going to turn down. It's so weird. I used to only like hollow glitter, and now I'm like, hollow sparkle is just as amazing, especially with the right colors. So you remember I said it was a bright blurple with blue to green shifting shimmer. You can definitely see that in the picture. I was very excited about it. I didn't catch as much of the green as I would have liked to have caught caught in the videos, but I was still totally floored by the blue and purple because I like having those two colors together. I just recently became really comfortable with blues, and from the get-go I have been obsessed with purple. So seeing them intermingle so perfectly in a formula and then added a little hollow sparkle is just perfect. And we have one more polish from this collection, totally nebular. We have Bubble. This one is a buildable black base filled with a rainbow of shifting flakies, hollow flakies, and a hint of pink to gold to green shifting shimmer. I admit, I always swatch my polishes before I read the descriptions because I want to just see what appears there versus looking at the descriptions and then actively searching and trying to adjust my photos and my angles to reflect something that I wouldn't normally see all the time. So that brings us to this polish. It is shy on that first coat, but by the second and third coat, which I did do 3 coats for my swatch photos, the stills, and I mean, there's just so much going on. So if you really like a low-key party polish, I feel like Bubble will do wonders for you. And now we have the side-by-side. So I apologize if my hands look a little bit shiny. I did oil my cuticles right before swatching just because I had not oiled them after like I think about 4 or 5 hours, and I have been washing my hands constantly while doing laundry. So now I will wrap up the video. I appreciate you all for joining me. If you're a part of my nail fam, I am sending out virtual hugs. I hope you enjoyed these swatches as much as I did, and I appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much for your comments and your likes and for hanging out with me. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing and joining us for another video. As always, take care of yourselves and each other.